What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of a brand new series. It's called Impact Rises. That's right. This is a save through TEW 2020 from your boy Chad. Justin's not here. Justin's not here. This is me flying solo. We are still in the TEW streaming house. Justin is in the other room playing some Madden. So he's nearby, but this is just your boy flying solo. This save is about Impact Wrestling after Slammiversary 2020, and we're just gonna book it from here on. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can make Impact Wrestling number 1 in the world, or at least number 2. I think we should be able, if we play our cards right, we may be able to become better than AEW. So that's the goal. We're running our first show. This is weird. This runs 3 episodes of taping. So as soon as we run this show, we're jumping back into another show. So I might just record 3 episodes in one back to back and put those out for you. Maybe like the next couple of days. Who knows? But either way, we are here and we're gonna run the show. We start off with Ethan Carter III. He's in a vignette. Shows him in a dark room, similar to where he was during the end of Slammiversary. He talks about controlling the narrative. He says, I left and was tired of being held down and tired of other places trying to limit my potential. So I came back here to prove to everybody what Ethan Carter III is all about. And I'm here in Impact Wrestling. I'm returned. This is basically my house. This is the house that Ethan Carter III built. And I'm here to control the narrative. And I'm here to kick ass and dominate Impact Wrestling. And show why this company was at its best when I was here. And why it's at its best now that I'm back. So, this got a 35. Because once again, I don't know how to book promos. Lack of anything interesting happening in the segment. But, that's okay. That's okay. We're moving on to the next segment. We go to another promo. This one got a 68, so this one is good. Eddie Edwards comes out with his new Impact World Championship. He talks about how on Slammiversary there was a 5-way match between him, Ace Austin, Trey, Rich, and the returning Rich Swann and Eric Young. He says, "I wish I could be out here celebrating how happy I am to be Impact World Champion, but I'm not. Instead, I'm here with something I gotta get off my chest." He says, "My friend Rich Swann at Slammiversary was re-injured by Eric Young, the returning Eric Young." He said, I when I found out Eric Young was back in Impact, I was happy. This man's an Impact, a TNA legend. He's won every championship there is to win. He even is a former Knockouts Tag Team Champion, believe it or not." He says, "This man's done it all. He was a legend, and he comes back, throws a hissy fit in the ring after Rich Swann pinned him and re-injured him. Rich Swann may not wrestle again." He says, "And that doesn't sit right with me." He says, "So I'm here tonight not to celebrate, but to fight." He says, "Eric Young, get your ass out here." Eric Young comes out, and he says, "I came back to Impact Wrestling to win, to do one thing and one thing only, win back that championship." He says, "And I don't care who gets in my way. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it was Rich Swann. I don't care who it is. The insane Eric Young is back. And I'm going to crush anyone who gets in my way. And maybe, Eddie Edwards, you can join Rich Swann in the hospital bed. And you guys can talk about the glory days before I came back to Impact. Because I want that title." And Eddie says, "I'm going to be a fighting champion. I'm not turning down any fight. If you want a match against me for this title, you got it. Tonight, let's wrestle. Me and you, main event, Impact Wrestling Championship." And Eric agrees, and that's our main event, boys. We come back. Our first official match of the night. It is the Impact X Division title rematch from Slammiversary. And in a decent match, Chris Bay defeats Willie Mack in 9:47. Chris Bay makes defense number I guess it's number 3 of the Impact X Division title, but actually it's not defense number 3. It is defense number 1. Not sure what happened there, but that's that. We go backstage. Jordan Grace is actually at her house. She says, she's home. She's not at Impact tonight. She said, but she is pissed. She is so mad at herself for losing to Deonna Purrazzo. She says, but I'm not going to take Deonna Purrazzo lightly. She earned that match. She made me tap out fair and square. But mark my words, we stole the show at Slammiversary, and I'm not done yet. I want to be Knockouts champion. And so Deonna Purrazzo, I hope you enjoy that title, because after you wrestle Kylie Rae, I'm coming for you. And if you don't beat Kylie Rae, then I'm going to beat you myself, and I'm going to win that championship. And Kylie Rae, if you do beat Deonna Purrazzo, then I hope you know what's coming your way, because I am motivated, I am inspired, and I will do whatever it takes to climb back up the ladder and become Knockouts champion. And you can believe that when I say Jordan Gracie, Thick Mama Pump, will become Knockouts champion again. We go to, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh no. All right, this got a 14. Wow. Oh my God. Justin's laughing in the other room. In a terrible match, Deonna Purrazzo defeats Kimber Lee in 446 by submission with a Fujiwara armbar. Oh my God. Maybe the defenses are carrying over because we replaced. We had to update the mod, so we had to replace some of the champions that were already champions. So like Deonna Purrazzo and Chris Bay, we just made tag team champions. So maybe that's why it says defense number 5, because that's supposed to be Jordan Grace, but because we just replaced her with Deonna Purrazzo, that must be it. But either way, Deonna Purrazzo makes defense number 1 against Kimber Lee in an open challenge. Oh my God! After that match, in an 18 segment, Kylie Rae comes out, smiling Kylie Rae. And she basically just, cuts a promo and says that, she's super, super, super happy to be in Impact. And she cannot wait for her match against Deonna Purrazzo, because she is going to give her best. And she's going to beat Deonna Purrazzo and win the championship. And Deonna Purrazzo just kind of laughs her off, attacks her, and puts her in an arm bar. So that's that segment. We go backstage. It's Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. Got a 45. They are talking. They are shooting on the Motor City Machine Guns. And they say, we've got an upcoming tag team title match against them. And we're not worried, because we're the best tag team in the world. We've been a tag team in Impact for over a year. We're going to win. And that's just that, because we're all ego. And that's all we do. And we have another tag team match. It is the debut of the Good Brothers. They take on Reno Scum in a decent match. The Good Brothers defeat Reno Scum in 10:06 when Luke Gallows pinned Adam Thorstow with a bicycle kick. So got a 49. So we'll take it. After that match, Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows get jumped by Madman Fulton and Ace Austin. And then Ace Austin grabs a microphone. And he talks about how on Slammiversary was supposed to be the night Ace Austin became the face of Impact Wrestling. He wanted to become the youngest Impact World Champion, and he said that it was a darn tragedy that he was robbed. He says he needs to take out the Good Brothers because they attacked him at Slammiversary, but after he handles that business, the next focus is getting his Impact World Championship. So he's putting all of Impact on notice. He said, I don't care if you've been with this company for a year. I don't care if you debuted yesterday. I don't care if you came back from other companies thinking you can hold it here. He said, I've been holding this down ever since I got here. I've been the face of this company. I am the building block of the future. I'm Ace Austin. I am the future of not only Impact, but professional wrestling. He says, winning that Impact Championship is just my destiny, and I will fulfill my destiny when me and Madman Fulton destroy anyone who gets in our way and win that championship. He says, this is a new era in Impact Wrestling, and it is the era of Ace Austin. Trey comes down, and Trey just starts yelling, just like he did in all of his promos for Slammiversary. He just yells, Ace Austin! And runs at him, gets in the ring, and says, I want you next week in a street fight. And Ace Austin says, fine, all right, you want to wrestle me in a street fight, Trey? That's fine, I'll wrestle you in a street fight. And then he attacks Trey, Madman Fulton, takes him, power slams him, and lays him in the middle of the ring. And Ace Austin says, see you next week, kid. We are backstage. Moose has the old TNA World Heavyweight Championship. He's backstage. He's bragging about how he beat Tommy Dreamer. And just like he's beaten every single old washed up TNA guy who's tried to get in the ring and challenge him, he's beaten them too. He says he's beaten everybody. Who is left? Who wants to wrestle Moose for next week for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship? And Jeff Jarrett taps him on the back. He turns around. He says, "It's JEFFJRRETT." He says, "I'm back at Impact Wrestling because I founded this company." This is also who I'm playing in the database. He says, "Moose, you've been disrespecting TNA for too long, and I'm sick of it. So next week, you want to get in this ring and fight, you can fight me." And yeah, next week, Moose versus Jeff Jarrett. Justin, what do you think of Moose Jeff Jarrett?
I'm gonna kick you out of my house.
He says he's going to kick me out of his house. That's exciting. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. And we get on to our main event of the night. Eric Young versus Eddie Edwards. And about that had great heat and good wrestling. Eddie Edwards defeats Eric Young in 1442 with a cross-legged fisherman buster. Eddie Edwards makes defense number 1 of the Impact World title. And that will close the show, or so we thought. Eddie Edwards is celebrating the ring, and he gets jumped from behind by Ethan Carter III. Ethan Carter stands over him, looks at the Impact World Championship, and then looks at the screen and closes out the show. He doesn't say anything. He just looks into the TV. And we got a 52. This show increased our popularity in 52 regions. So guys, that is looking good. Good first show. Hopefully you guys liked it, and hopefully you guys like this series. I'm really pumped for it. I got big things in store. So make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for this and every other thing coming out from me and JMac Gaming. It's going to be a great time. And with that being said, remember, fuck Cody Rhodes.